Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football. Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the gun, here's Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still walking.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On the move past the 40, it's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point. They're tied at 7. That time is like 9 players away. So even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, Willis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is a beauty spot to take him on the chin to begin this game. Give him a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Willis to throw once more. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Willis looking to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. Through one quarter, 14-7. Ours. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes the offense and Hayden Hurst. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers dropped, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Prochet. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A nice little jump. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. We talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Nice tiny little drive there. Getting the excellent field position. And only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Back onto the field comes the offense and Hayden Hurst. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Willis. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Dobbins trying the left side. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that is 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by the total score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive. The turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On first down, Willis. Again, that's Hurst. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Willis will try and throw for this. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from a 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide. They're trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
A first throw for the backup Burrow. Out to his left. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Willis now off play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Willis now off of play action. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Willis. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 1st and 10, it's Willis. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
We all knew how talented an athlete Malik Willis was coming out of Liberty, but lost in his running ability was simply how powerful an arm he has as well. There's not a throw in the playbook he doesn't have the strength to make. And it's all about how well he can place those throws.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Isabella, 40 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. From the 41, Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go option to the short side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson and Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the... John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. Touchdown! Demarcus Robinson, his second touchdown tonight. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Willis will look to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Willis, 4th down here. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. And that would not to be, it's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down, here's Willis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jackson across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 6 yards left on second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Willis to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw, here's Willis. Again, that's Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Willis. Quick slant caught by Chase. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Willis on third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Malik Willis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 4. A minute 56 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Connecting with Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's Jackson. And this goes out wide for Drake. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Now Jackson. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Willis looking to pass it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone.